of power outages, it is indeed true that Migori County and the environs, power demand is increasing by the day, especially in view of the expanding mining activities in Nyatike and the environs, Honorable Speaker. Okay? Honorable Speaker, we are clear in our minds as a ministry that working closely with the leadership of Migori County, this can be addressed. How? Honorable Speaker, we have already energized the Sondu-Homa Bay-Awendo transmission line, okay, with a substation, a modern substation at Masaba in Korea West, Honorable Speaker, which has brought tremendous relief, Honorable Speaker. But this relief will be felt more once the Narok-Bomet line is completed, as I mentioned earlier on. So in 12 months' time, we expect to see market change in terms of power supply in Migori and environs once the Narok-Bomet line is completed. But above all, Honorable Speaker, Migori County is privileged to host the famous Gogo hydropower plant, which the government under President William Ruto has now undertaken to upgrade from the former 2 megawatts to some 8.6 megawatts. A project being financed by the KfW, that is the German finance, to the tune of more than 5 billion shillings, Honorable Speaker. So that project, again, once completed, will help us stabilize the grid in terms of power. Not to forget to mention, Honorable Speaker, the completion and energizing of the Sondu-Ndewa transmission line, which has helped address the issue of power supply in Homa Bay and parts of Migori County, Honorable Speaker. So the government is very conscious that Migori and its environs need to be supported, and we are doing exactly that. Honorable Speaker, Trans Nzoia County is not left out. And very soon I'll be visiting Trans Nzoia County and I will be contacting Honorable Senator Chesang that we can go together with the other MPs. The government has allocated some 1.2 billion shillings for electricity connectivity alone in Trans Nzoia County. And this will help us connect some 12,000 households. By the time we get to December this year, you will see the number of households having really gone high on account of this intervention by the government, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we cannot divert funds earmarked for a particular county or region to elsewhere. And I undertake after this to take the matter up with Honorable Senator Mandago to clearly understand where this could be coming from. And if there's any such attempt, rest assured, Honorable Speaker, that I will not allow it. That all funds earmarked for specific regions must be used for projects in those regions. Honorable Speaker, again, Nabiole Falls in Webuye, Bungoma County. We are currently undertaking a feasibility study, of course, under Kenyans. And this is going to be the first hydropower plant in what was then Western. We have taken some measures. I know there was a change in the contractor, the supplier of the generators. There was a change, and because of the change, there have to be teething problems, which we are sure we shall be able to surmount in the fullness of time. But otherwise, we continue to engage closely with the leadership of Mandera. I will be inviting Senator Miriam to also come along as we address these issues. Let me conclude, Honorable Speaker, by dealing with the issue of fuel, as was raised by Honorable Senator Okech. Let me say this from the start. From the outset, Honorable Speaker, we have got adequate fuel supplies in the country. We have got adequate fuel supplies in the pipeline system, Honorable Speaker. All the products, petrol, diesel, kerosene, jet fuel, Honorable Speaker. And this has been made possible, Honorable Speaker, that in spite of the challenges that the world is going through, especially following the turmoil in the Middle East, this country has been lucky to survive that turmoil on account of the very robust government-to-government fuel importation system or framework. Honorable Speaker, the government-to-government fuel importation framework is what has enabled this country to be where it is. Otherwise, we would be talking of something different, Honorable Speaker. Many countries, without mentioning even some neighboring countries, have had serious challenges, Honorable Speaker, that you can't believe. But having said so, the latest challenge that was experienced yesterday and part of today was occasioned by a technical and administrative hitch, which we have since resolved. That hitch curtailed the normal uptake of fuel by some of our oil marketing companies. It has since been resolved, and normal supply is resuming today. I am sure by the end of today, when you go to filling stations, you will be able to get a supply of all the products of petroleum. Honorable Speaker, we continue to monitor the happenings in the Middle East very, very closely. And we continue to engage very, very closely with our international oil company suppliers, the IOCs, together with their local agents, that is the oil marketing companies that work with them closely. And we have got no doubt, as government, that even in the worst case scenario, this country is not going to suffer any fuel shortage. I just want to appeal to Kenyans to be patient and to bear with us as we address some of these small hitches. Honorable Speaker. And I must thank all the stakeholders, especially the oil marketing companies, for remaining cooperative and working very, very closely with us to be able to navigate these very challenging times, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable CS, there is a question by Senator Manzo. He's already raising concerns that you've not been able to respond to. And also the last one by Senator Mandago as regards the poles which are normally erected along or in the middle of the roads when they're required to be paid for relocation. Those two you haven't answered.
Yes, it's about the... Senator Manzo talked about...
Senator Manzo's question was about repairs of transformers.
Yes.
And the efficiency or the effort that the Kenya Power and Lighting...
Correct, Honorable Speaker. Yes. And as I've said earlier on, Honorable Speaker, we endeavor as a ministry, and of course working closely with our relevant agencies, especially Kenya Power, first and foremost, to ensure that the quality of transformers which are procured are up to date, are proper, Honorable Speaker. But secondly, Honorable Speaker, whenever there are cases of breakdown or malfunction of transformers, our appeal is that such cases need to be reported promptly. And we are socializing our officers to be able to respond in time, Honorable Speaker, whenever such cases are reported. Honorable Speaker, there was again the question of KPLC, okay, polls. being required to be relocated when road construction is supposed to be done. Honorable Speaker, these are issues that we can address on a case-by-case basis. On a case-by-case basis, we continue to modernize and improve our infrastructure, and working closely with the relevant agencies, which I insist have to include the road agencies, Kenha, Kura, and so on and so forth, and the respective county governments. We can be able to minimize such cases, or the requirement to be able to locate these poles in the future, if from the first instance they are placed at the right places. Honorable Speaker, thank you.
Honorable CS, before I let you off, there are certain commitments that you made before the House, and I would like to remind you. One is a commitment you made on the 19th of November 2025 to a question by Senator Honorable Mwendo Agataya, CBS MP, on the data on the level of electricity connectivity in each constituency in Tharaka Nithi County. That information is yet to be availed. A commitment was made on the 19th of November 2025 when you were appearing before the chamber. Secondly, the same date, you equally made a commitment to avail information to Senator Boni Halwale, CBS MP, on the projects being implemented to enhance power reliability in the western region of Kenya. Those two, Honorable CS, are yet to be honored, and that is one way of us as a House seeking to implement or enforce the commitments that are made whenever you appear before this House. Kindly undertake within timeline certain that you will avail these two pending commitments.
Let me, first of all, Honorable Speaker, apologize if there was some sort of inaction on our part. I know I've had extensive engagement with Senator Halwale since then in other fora, but let me undertake that in the next 2 weeks, I will be able to provide those responses and those statistics. Yes.
CS, I'll not allow you 2 weeks. This is 19th of November, 2025. We are in the month of May, 2026. I do not want to allow you to be interpreted to be inefficient. I'll give you 1 week.
Well guided, Honorable Speaker.
Give you 1 week.
Well guided.
And this communication, of course, your officers knows the channels with which this will happen. Senator Boni, I'll not allow you to intervene. I hope in the next 1 week, your responses